Ted is mocking me with that bus. But alright, what's up everybody? My name is DeltaWolf 506, and we are back on some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. We're here to do another one-box challenge, because if you've been following my channel and I for the past couple of months, I was about to say weeks, but no, it's been a couple of months. I've been going through each of the different Call of Duty Zombies games to do all of the different games, but doing a one-box challenge on each one. So we've done World at War and Black Ops 1 so far, so obviously we're on to Black Ops 2. Alright, turbine done. We'll make sure to take one with it. I'm not going to be placing it here to open up both of these two doors so we can get outside to the bus for free. I'm just going to buy this. Sure, I just maybe wasted some points and I missed out on the ladder. Oh no, I can't put the ladder on the bus. It's not really that big of a deal. I want to save the health and the charge of the turbine for when I attempt to open up Pack-a-Punch. The keyword is attempt to open up Pack-a-Punch. There's no guarantee. Pack-a-punching on this map, especially solo, is a massive pain, so I'm fully expecting to not be able to do it, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, Ted, anytime you're ready to take me to the diner, I'm ready to go. Now, here we are at the diner. Now die. On for you. Can I afford? I cannot. Alright, well, that's fine. I'll wait for the zombies to show up, and I will just start building the zombie shield. There's only 2 parts for it, which is nice. Unfortunately, I can't take it with me right now because I have the turbine on me, but that's not that big of a deal. Oh. Alright. It's around. Let me quickly grab the nuke. Come on, don't go away. There we go. Got it. Extra 400 points. Alright, we'll hit the box, and we'll make sure to knife the 4 corners, spin around, and we got the Saiga. Nice. Normally, shotguns aren't great in the older Call of Duty Zombies games because, sure, they do a decent bit of damage, but where they suffer is the amount of ammo they have. You, like, burn through it extremely fast. Alright, the bus is leaving. I'm gonna hop on once it swings by. Look at all these losers. I guess I can throw some grenades at them. Alright, we are here. We are at the place. Most likely the dude is going to leave without us. That's okay. Where's the rest of the parts for the power switch? It's extremely bright in here. Not sure why it's always so bright in here, but that's just kind of how it be. And here's a part right here. Kind of hard to see it. It was really bright. Alright, power switch built. Let's turn on the power. That guy dies. And the Abracadavre will spawn in. There he is! It's the Abracadavre! The avocado! As long as we get Galva Knuckles before he shows up, he's very easy to deal with.
Someone here wants to meet you.
Wow, amazing. Now, I don't really want to wait forever for the bus to come back here just to take me to the next place, but since it's the end of the round, I'm just gonna go ahead and, Yeah, what Misty said. Wander around until we're all dead. These light posts with the, or lamp posts with the green light, those you could place a turbine next to them, and if you bait a denizen next to it, it'll make a teleporter, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I'm not going to be using the turbine at all because I don't want to waste its health or its charge. Stamina up will definitely be super useful, so I will be buying that as soon as I can from here. Alright. I can open that. We can also throw a grenade next to the vault door. Blow that open. There's the zombie. Throw another grenade at that. And I'm just going to double check that it opened. Once the zombie goes away. Boom. Perfect. Alright. So now all we need to do to Pack-a-Punch is I got to go back to the power station, running back that way. Place the turbine, buy the thing, and then run back here and hope the Pack-a-Punch is open. Then we gotta build the Pack-a-Punch. But, you know, that's only if the door actually stays open because of the turbine. But, I think first off, I will save up for Juggernog, which will always be up there. And then we'll open up the bar and get stamina up out of there, because I'm definitely gonna want that for, running around this big old map. But, points are going to be a little difficult to come by. Ooh, I didn't realize how little ammo I had left with my Saiga. But, I guess that's just kind of how it be sometimes. I'm just going to have to hope I get a max ammo, or an insta-kill, or a double points, or literally anything. If I had a good point gun, I would just go back to the diner and then just chill out there until I can finally get the Galvanuckles, but unfortunately I got a shotgun, and shotguns are not great for points. Ooh, that was amazing. Perfect. Well, we got some 1911 ammo, and we got our max ammo for the Saiga, which is nice. I think when you pack a bunch of it, I don't even think this thing really hardly gets any more ammo. Let's go buy Jug real quick, then we'll get the bar open. There we go. Got Jug. Alright. Got the bar open. Now we'll just save up for stamina. We got a nuke there. Can I end the round fast enough? Alright. Grab the nuke with the double points. Boom. Look at that. We got plenty of points to buy stamina now. Then for my last perk, I'll just go with double tap. Alright, that is round, and look at that, we got enough to pack a punch, and I already got the vault open, so I suppose we will head on back this way to the power actually, I'm gonna wait for the end of this round. I'm gonna save a zombie, and then we'll go do it with one zombie left. Maybe two zombies, just in case one of them decides to die. Those should be the last two zombies, so we're now going to book it back through the fog. Hopefully I don't waste all of my ammo on these stupid denizens. But you know. Alright, we survived long enough to make it here. Is the bus pulling up? Oh, it is. That's kind of funny, actually. That's actually kind of good timing. If I wait for the bus to leave, then I could place the turbine down. I mean, that's going to be a little bit on the risky side, but... Because I don't remember if you could just, like, go like that and place it down there, or if you could place it up top and it'll work. Honestly, I don't remember if that works or not. Worst case, it doesn't, and as long as I don't kill these two zombies, it'll be fine. Oh, great, the bus is leaving. Alright. Make sure the zombies are aggroed on me. Great. Alright, you know what? That's fine. I'd rather deal with this than deal with the denizens. I just gotta alternate between the two barriers, rebuild them. Alright, hopefully placing the turbine up top does count, but you know what? We will see. Right now, it probably didn't work. Oh, never mind, look at that. It did work. I'm surprised, but okay. Now we actually gotta build the Pack-a-Punch, so we'll just spam these parts so we can carry multiple at a time, essentially, more or less. Alright, got all the parts down there. Did it take longer to drag all the parts down there than it would have been to just build the damn thing? Probably, maybe, who knows? Not me, bus is leaving, I don't care. I'll book it down there and I could at least build one of the parts. Maybe I can get two before he gets to me. Nope. Alright, looks like we'll have to lead him all the way down there, run all the way back, just to get one part at a time. Good thing there's only 3 parts for the Pack-a-Punch. I got that. And then maybe I could just... Alright, perfect. Pack-a-Punch is in fact done. So now, I'll go ahead and just Pack-a-Punch my Saiga 12. I do not have enough points to Pack-a-Punch my 1911 as well. Maybe I can hold out down here just so that way I could save up long enough to Pack-a-Punch both. So that way, you know, I don't have to bother coming back here at all. That would definitely be nice, but... Alright. The synthetic dozen. Oh, that's right, it gets a little fast mag. Nice. Alright, well, we're halfway to being able to afford our other Pack-a-Punch, so... we will, in fact, be at least attempting to hold out, because I'd rather not come back here or try to get Pack-a-Punch open again if I don't have to, just because it is a pain. I think it is a missed opportunity for this shotgun to not have a 12-round magazine when you Pack-a-Punch it, because it is called the synthetic dozen, after all. Alright, we have enough. We'll go ahead and Pack-a-Punch the 1911 into the good old classic Mustang and Sally. Very nice. Now I'll head back to the farm. We'll actually open that place up because that's where double tap is at. Just so that way my shotgun will be a little bit better. And then I think the tunnel or Noct will probably be my preferred training spots. The town works as well. It's just the tunnel and Noct doesn't have lava. Or at least not in the spots I train in, so I don't have to like constantly jump over them when running in circles for the next like 10 hours, and then I don't have to deal with the exploding zombies. Also, I need to go by the diner to get the shield as well, now that I'm not carrying around the turbine. Although, actually, I need to get a turbine so that way I can check all of the spawns for the... whatchamacallit? The bus roof hatch thing. So that way I can try to get the galvanicles. That's probably what I should be doing. Also, I completely forgot to mention it earlier, but I'm not going to be doing all of the different green run maps. I'm only doing transit. So I'm not going to do transit and then go to town and then do farm and then do bus depot or any of those other ones. I'm only doing like the main maps. Oh, I accidentally just finished round. I didn't realize it was the last zombie. Alright, whatever. Let's just go. There is lava here, which I'd rather not deal with denizens getting after me, but you know what? We're just gonna go. Hope a denizen doesn't grab me as soon as I'm in the lava, but that's fine. Get out of here. The denizens are the worst part of this map. If they didn't spawn every 2 seconds, they wouldn't be as bad, but it's just really annoying having to deal with them every, 2 seconds. Alright, got a turbine. If I'm remembering correctly, it was the ladder that spawned in there, yep. Which I guess I could grab it, but it's not like I need it. But I could grab it. Oh, my game just had an error. Wow. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just say that I beat Transit. Now I don't have to play Transit anymore. Alright, Nuketown zombies. Box is in the backyard of the greenhouse, which I believe is Mason's house. I think. Where's the mailbox? Right here. Mason. Perfect. So I was right. So this is Mason's house, and the yellow house is Woods' house. The box will spawn in the backyard of one of the 2 places. And perfect timing, because we are playing in solo, Quick Revive will always spawn immediately once round 1 starts. Looks like it's going to drop right in the garage. The best part about playing solo on this map with Quick Revive spawning immediately is it actually, spawning on round 1 does not affect the perk that you get to randomly spawn in. What I mean by that is usually how it works is from rounds 1 to 5, you have a chance to get one of the original 4 perks or Pack-a-Punch. Another one will spawn from rounds 6 to 10, and another one from round 11 to 15, and another one from 16 to 20, and then the last one will spawn from 21 to 25. And that's usually when you get Jug. But in solo, because Quick Revive spawns immediately on round 1 and does not affect the first random perk spawn from round 1 to 5, you can actually get all of the perks and stuff by round 20, so you're able to get Jug a little bit earlier. I do really like this map though. It's not perfect, it's not like the greatest zombies map of all time or anything, but it's a pretty cool setting. It's cool to see the mushroom cloud from the nuke and all that. The layout isn't the best because, it is still Nuketown from Black Ops as, the multiplayer map, but as a zombies map, but I do appreciate all the effort they put into, like tear up the road and like put all this extra debris and stuff, and all that down there, the massive crater for where the nuke actually got dropped at. Pretty cool. I do like that detail. I also like how they made this semi-truck trailer into like a little armory. You can get the AK-74U, Semtex, Claymore, Bowie knife, and then there's a secret Galvanickel, not really a secret, but there's a hidden Galvanickel wall by right behind those cardboard boxes. You could tell because there's like the glow of a wall by. Although I don't know why you would ever buy the Bowie knife, because the Galvanicles are right there. Like if the Bowie knife was somewhere else on the map, then there could be a better argument for it, but like it's literally right next to the Galvanicles, so just save up the extra 3,000 points, because sure, it's more expensive, but it's just better because it'll last longer too. The box is over here, which is perfect because this TV, I thought there was a radio, but you can actually hear Richtofen, talking through the steps of the moon Easter egg, because this map actually takes place at the exact same time that our original crew is doing the moon Easter egg. And I believe the Easter egg gets completed by round 25 is when Richtofen takes over the zombies, and you can actually see the zombies' eye color change from yellow to blue, and then he also becomes the new announcer for like the drops and whatnot, which is pretty cool. You can also hear the get another perk dropping in. That's pretty cool. I was about to say you can also hear the transit bus honk its horn at some point in the beginning of the game. Ooh, it's actually dropping over here. What is it? Oh, Jug on round 3. That's amazing. If only I had the points to afford it. Man, I'm like 200 points shy. Since we got Jug fairly early, Double Tap and Pack-a-Punch are probably going to be the last two things I get. Although, you know, like I was saying earlier, it's going to be like round 20, so it'll be a little bit. But hopefully not too long. Oh, look at that. We have exactly enough for Jug. We are going to buy that immediately, so that way I don't really have to worry about knifing the zombies as much anymore. Still dangerous when they're doing that windmill stuff, but ooh, especially that. Well, either way, I am glad that the box spawned on this side of the map, because I think this is the better training spot of the two backyards. And I actually think this is probably the best training spot in this map. I have enough to hit the box, but I think I will wait until I use up the rest of my ammo. I guess maybe I could just actually throw a grenade down. Oh, nuke, are you kidding me? Well, whatever. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's the transit bus. Pretty cool. Alright, knife the four corners, hit the box, do a little spin, run over here, dive at the box, knife it again, and that gives us the RPD guaranteed. Ooh, I didn't even realize it was a double points. Very cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and save up to get the... Ooh, double points. That's perfect. I'm already going on a knifing spree. Ooh, max ammo now, too. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm going to be saving up for Galva Knuckles, which I think I need about 9,000, 6,000 for the Galva Knuckles, and then 3,000 to clear the debris to actually get in the trailer. Also, I am going to continue to allow myself to hit the box if I want to try to get monkey bombs. I think I said that during transit, but honestly I don't remember. Actually, I don't think I did, but either way, here we go. We can open that. Insta-kill, that is always good to have. Hit that, grab the Galva Knuckles, very cool. And since I'm here, I'm just gonna buy the Semtex as well. And there is our next perk, or possibly Pack-a-Punch. Either way would be pretty cool. Regardless of which one it ends up being. It's spawning way over on the other side of the map. Alright, and we got Speed Cola. Well, that is better than nothing. We also got a nuke in this little shed back here. I was kind of hoping that we could possibly get the HK416 or whatever it's called in this game, because that's a box exclusive weapon for this map, and it only appears in this map. This is the only map in the entirety of Black Ops 2 Zombies that has the HK416, which is pretty cool. Alright, well, that was round 10, and we are already getting our final perk, which looks like it'll be landing in the other side. That might have landed upstairs. Let me just check. It did, in fact, land up here. Double tap root beer. Very good perk to have. Pack-a-Punch! Oh, where's it dropping? Oh, man, it's dropping on, like, the complete other side of the map. What is that? Another double points. I don't need points, game. Stop it. Also, another fun fact that I just remembered. There is no carpenters on this map, because this map is actually one of the few zombies maps that has no barriers at all. Alright, unfortunately, we finished the round. Double tap was upstairs. Pack-a-Punch is probably right back here. Throw in the 1911. Got an insta-kill. Guess I could open that and then grab this real quick. Give me my RPD. Thank you very much. The relativistic punishment device, I believe it's called. Yeah. Can I put it back in? Nope. Alright, so this one does not have a double Pack-a-Punch. Well, now we are fully set up, with the exception of getting monkey bombs, but, you know, we'll see if that's even a possibility. Oh, it's this box spawn right here. Let me just do that real quick, and I guess we could buy claymores, because why not? Oh, monkey bombs. Alright, perfect. It was all worth it. We got the monkeys. Oh, I just killed myself with the Mustang and Sally. Well, I mean, at least Jug is over here. Oh, man. And at least we got an insta-kill right now, which is also quite nice. Oh, that is not ideal. It could have been bad. Well, could have been worse, rather. Oh, great. For me. I don't know how I got out of that, but I did. I got out of it. Alright, I gotta be more careful with Mustang and Sally, because those things are definitely lethal to yourself as well as the zombies, obviously. I feel like that goes without saying, but, you know. Really? I was just like, oh, I shouldn't shoot this so close to me. And then I immediately trapped myself, just so I could blow myself up. I'm just gonna get Jug for now. I think I can live without the other perks for the time being. Possibly, maybe not Speed Cola. Nope. No, I think we're dead. Oh, man. I royally screwed myself, but you know what? That is kind of how it be sometimes. Alright. Die Rise, the most hated zombies map, at least as far as classic zombies is concerned, but I would much rather play Die Rise a million times over than ever play anything that modern Call of Duty has to offer. Unfortunately, only 2 trampoline parts in the spawn room, but that's perfectly fine. That should be enough points to get this door open. Then we'll go ahead and drag both of these parts all the way down to the escalator, which I believe is also 750. Oh, nice. We got the flag piece right here, so the last part right there. Move this last part right over here. And since I'm playing in solo, this elevator right here should be... Yep, it's moving. It is turned on. It'll be the only elevator that is turned on because it has Quick Revive, the perk machine inside of it. Alright, should have more than enough points to buy Quick Revive as well as open the debris down here. So we will just very carefully bring these to the bottom of the stairs. And then very carefully inch our way towards the edge and not fall off the side of the map. So that way we can build the trample steam with 2 parts at a time. Get that, grab that, build this, and then we'll need to wait for the quick revive elevator, which is right here, to come all the way back down so we can get on top of it so we can ride it back up top. So that way I can do the exact same thing I just did with those 2 parts with the last 2 parts. Alright, elevator should be leaving here shortly. Oh, look at that. Perfect. And then we can climb back up, grab that, and then we do exactly what I said. Very, very carefully, so we don't fall off the side of the map, and we bring both of the parts with us. Get that on, and then the final part for the trample steam. There we go. Now we can take the trample steam, thank you. Now I could place it here to get it across over there, but there's really no reason to do that because that's not where the power switch is at. We got to go down this way to get power turned on, or I guess more so that way. But, I mean, I guess we could technically turn on power by going that way, but I'd rather go this way, or, you know, like I said, down that way, because this is where the mystery box is at. Which, speaking of the mystery box, this map only has 3 mystery box locations. There's the initial mystery box spawn, which is, you know, the iconic mystery box that's on the ceiling. Then there's one that's literally right next to it. Then the last one is, I believe it's right down over there on the Die Rise rooftop. It's like in a room right down there. Not up there, but like right down there, I believe. But those are the only 3, which kind of sucks if you're playing in co-op and you get a fire sale. Because, you know, if you're playing with a full lobby of 4 people, one person won't have their own mystery box, which is, you know, kind of odd, but I guess that is just kind of how it be. Now that we are back up here, now I just got to save up, I believe, another 750 points for this door that is right next to this zombie. Yep, and I am just 20 points shy, so let me see if there's a barrier I could rebuild real quick. Rebuild that, and then we'll see if I can still get the insta-kill before it disappears. Please still be there. Perfect timing. And we can actually just immediately head through here. And then we can knife some of the... Oh, don't know why you're going over there, because I'm right here, but whatever. Then see what I was saying? Mystery box location right here. And then the initial mystery box spawn on the ceiling right there. Like, that's over half of the mystery box spawn locations for this entire map. Which is kind of crazy. That's actually just enough points for the mystery box, so we will get our first and only mystery box hit. Hopefully we get something half decent. The M8A1. Well, that's not terrible. Could have been a heck of a lot worse, but either way, we will now head on down the elevator shaft. Right down here, just gotta be a little bit careful not to accidentally overshot anything or undershot anything, because you can, in fact, die in this elevator. Alright, perfect. AN-94 Walleye, very cool. Very good weapon. That's probably one of the best weapons in this game. Alright, you might be the last zombie for the round, so quickly we'll head on through the Buddha room. Probably the best training spot in the map. Now, ideally, we try to jump and land on that platform up there, which will save us from having to open up doors and go up the stairs. But it can be a little bit of a tough jump if we don't have stamina and if there's a zombie right inside of us, like this zombie is. Alright, moment of truth, even though that zombie's right there, and we barely made that, but made it nonetheless. Now, I think this door is 1,000. Nope, it's actually 750, a little cheaper than I was thinking it was. The only problem with this gun is the fact that it's a 4-round burst. Generally, burst weapons aren't very good in video games, mainly because of the fact that it's kind of a waste of ammo, you know, because, like, the first, like, couple bullets kill them, but then the rest of it is just kind of there. Ooh, Juggernog immediately. That is amazing. What do we got right here? Oop. We got them. Real quick, let's place the trample steam. As long as we kill them with 100% accuracy, then we will be able to get a free perk, which is the plan. Maybe I place this in a not great spot. Let's try it right there. So as long as I basically just knife only, will basically be perfectly fine. The trample steam's nice because it basically insta-kills them, as long as they land right on it. If I had a Bowie knife... What are you doing? Well, free kill, I guess. Oh, he just slipped and died. That wasn't my fault. There we go. So, ooh, we got Who's Who. Well, not ideal for this map, but it is a good perk. Alright, what is it? Oh, double tap. Give me that. I will gladly take that as my 4th perk for now. I'd like to know what this perk is, or possibly Pack-a-Punch. You know what? I'll grab this nuke. No! I missed my chance to get on top of the perk. No. Oh, well. Oh, it's Pack-a-Punch. You know what? Probably a really bad idea. But we will just Pack-a-Punch this. The Micro Aerator. Gonna be honest, I did not remember that was the name of this gun, Pack-a-Punch, probably because I basically never Pack-a-Punch it. And we don't have enough points, and, well, wasn't gonna Pack-a-Punch that now anyway, solely because I knew it was gonna move here soon. Alright, I'm gonna get on this elevator, so I can hopefully... Oh, there we go. Insta-kill will definitely help me, hold off right here. I believe that's the Bowie knife Walleye right there, if I'm remembering correctly, but we're just gonna save up for Galvanuckles, because obviously Galvanuckles are, in fact, better. I just earned a perma perk. I don't know why. Oh wait, no, that's for the red insta-kill because I didn't get any kills during that insta-kill. That's right. I actually wasn't intending for that to happen. That's just how it ended up happening. So, this is also a fairly decent training spot. Not the best, especially not with this thing, but because this thing's gonna fall off soon. As most weapons do in these older Call of Duty games. Alright, let me see if I can make a crawler out of any of these bozos. There we go. 2 crawlers, very nice. Now, I should be able to just jump across, like so. There's Who's Who's perk machine. This door... Oh, really? They both decided to bleed out? Well, that's not ideal. Just hoping for quick revive to show up so I can actually use it to get up, but, I mean, I guess we could jump down to these. And then we run on down over here, back to the elevator shaft. And then the Galvanuckles are right in here. Very cool. Alright, well, there's 1 zombie left, and I actually do have enough to Pack-a-Punch now. So, I suppose I will go and Pack-a-Punch. If I didn't make that jump, I wouldn't be able to Pack-a-Punch this round. Nope, it's another jumping jack round. Place that right there. But it doesn't really matter too much because I can just one-shot these guys with the Galvanuckles anyway. Alright, thank you very much for that. Alright, and we got Speed Cola. Nice, I was hoping we'd get Speed Cola, but you know what, that works. The only other perk on this map, I believe, is Mule Kick. But that's entirely useless to me in a 1-box challenge. Would be nice if you could actually get PhD Flopper. PhD Flopper would make this map, like, easily 10 times better. Ooh, insta-kill. See, look at that. Okay, I was right. I shouldn't have opened that stairwell, because now zombies will run up that stairwell, but oh well. Alright, it will let me put it in. Very cool. Ooh, a grenade launcher? Oh, I mean, the grenade launcher is going to be terrible, but, yeah, you know what? I'll gladly sacrifice the red dot sight for a grenade launcher. It's just a little extra thing that I can use. Oh, yeah, look how awesome this grenade launcher is. I can hear him over there. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's jumping over here. Oh, what a loser. Oh, and we got Mule Kick, which I think I said earlier was the final perk in the map. Yeah, opening up that couch on the staircase right there is really what's screwing me over. But it's a good thing I have this grenade launcher. That didn't work out at all how I wanted it to. But it's a good thing I have Who's Who, which I can totally save myself with. If I had quick revive, this would be a hell of a lot easier. Oh, man. Well, that was not ideal, but if I was in the Buddha room, I definitely could have been doing better, but I kind of like using other spots, you know, instead of just, you know, sometimes. That's just how it be. Alright, Mob of the Dead. That was kind of weird. I wasn't immediately in Afterlife mode as soon as I spawned in, and then when I switched to Afterlife mode, I didn't have the hand texture or the vignette there for a second, but either way, only thing we can do in Afterlife mode right off rip is just shocking that so we can get the double points door open, and then obviously revive ourselves. But like I was saying, Mob of the Dead, one of the greatest zombies maps of all time. One thing we can do from the spawn, or actually two things. We could check for the mystery box spawn, which we know it is over there, which is the warden's office box spawn. And then if we come over here and look through this door, and then through that little crack right there, there's nothing there. So we know the warden's key is also going to be outside the warden's office instead of being outside the cafeteria. It doesn't really matter if they're on the same side or not. It's nice when they're on the same side, but when they're not, doesn't really matter too much because the door to leave spawn is 1,000 points for both sides. But when you open up one of them, it opens up both of the doors leaving spawn, so it really doesn't matter too much. We'll kill that one, and now we got enough points to open the door. So we'll open this door. Obviously that door is now open. We spent our money on that, so when we come over here, you'll see that this door is also open. Very cool. And I guess while I'm waiting for them to take their time and get over here, we'll just use an Afterlife charge. Or I guess charge is really the only word I can think of to use for it. Because in solo, you get 3, or you can hold a maximum of 3. And then when you do use one, you know, obviously you just use it like normal. But you can hold 3 in solo, and you get 1 more charge every round at the start of a new round. So it's nice to at least use 1 per round if you can to like make some progress. So we already got the gondola and electric cherry turned on, which is very nice. All right, Poochie, time to wake up. It is feeding time. How does it taste? Is it good? Here's another one for you. Ooh, max ammo. Very cool. That might be the last one you needed. Yes, it is. Perfect. 1 down, 2 more to go. So the box and the warden's key are both at the warden's office, but instead of opening up this door, I'm actually going to take the long way around and open it up from the other side. Just to have a little bit more efficient of an Afterlife mode. Not like it really matters too much. I do try to have some decent efficiency sometimes, you know what I mean? So we'll enter Afterlife mode right here, so that way we can actually get into the warden's office, and there's the warden's key. So we shock that, so we can grab the warden's key, come down here, shock that, so the gate... I said shock that so the gate opens, thank you. Don't know why it took a couple of tries, but get away from me. I don't want you there when I wake up. Alright, well we'll come in here, turn on Speed Cola, and then we run all the way down here. We already got the stuff up top turned on, electric cherry and the other thing that is. Don't think I'll actually have enough time to do any of that, so I'm actually just gonna go back and revive myself. So much for efficiency, but whatever, kind of be like that sometimes. But either way, let's go ahead and get our first and only box hit. We'll knife the 4 corners, do a little spin, run away, and then we dive at it, and then we get a map exclusive weapon, the AK-47, which is kind of weird that this is the first and only mystery box that had the AK-47, or the first and only map that had the AK-47 in all of zombies, you know, until modern zombies, that is, which is kind of weird that this is the map that they decided to finally add the AK into. Either way, the AK is a pretty good gun. And then I suppose what we'll do is now we can come down over here. I wish I could get down there. I mean, I could go through the tunnel, actually. Actually, that's probably a good idea. I'm actually really glad we got the AK because this is a like I was saying, it's a map exclusive, box exclusive weapon. This map has a ton of them. We get that door open. Alright, so we'll go in this, which gets us into the shower room. So then I can open up that. Very nice. Can I afford this right now? I can. So let's just open that real quick. And then I will run over here. Now this door is closed, but I already opened it down low, so we can activate afterlife mode right here. And then once we do, we don't need to jump up there, but we do need to go in here, and we don't need to bother with any of that parkour stuff because, you know, this is not 2012. We can just shock that to open this up, so we could just go down here like so. I'm going the wrong way, but because I already came through here with the warden's key, I can just shock that instead of needing to use an extra one. Turn on double tap, and we head back up into this little cell block area. We can run over here, shock that to open up that. I said shock that to open up that, and then that's really all we can do for right now. So then we will revive myself once again, and then there's a zombie in my way because I was about to go in there to get the plane part out of the washing machine. But since we already powered that, we can just activate the laundry machine. It spawned an extra zombie for us, which is cool. Quite a few extra zombies, actually. Because it's supposed to be like a little lockdown thing. It's like, oh man, you have to try to survive. But either way, got our first plane part. And then I could buy double tap, but I think we can live without it for now. So we opened this earlier, so I can just come down here. Oh, we do need to open up that right now anyway. We can also open up this. No shield part in there, unfortunately. That's okay. Oh, I accidentally got double swiped. Whatever, I'd rather not completely waste this afterlife. So I guess we'll see if I can do this real quick. 5, 0... 4, 5, 0, and 4. Very cool. That will lower the thingy. Revive myself because I totally intended on doing that. And that will move this down here for our next plane part. And then what I can do is we could drop down here so we could start feeding our second hound. Oh, are you kidding me? I just got trapped. Alright, I totally intended to get trapped right there like that. Wasn't because I may or may not be sleep deprived trying to do stuff right now, but you know, the video ain't gonna record itself. Alright, well, oh, I never unlocked that with the warden's key, but that's fine. I could just jump over, shock that. Alright, this time I won't totally intentionally trap myself like I totally did before. Alright, perfect. We killed that dog, or not killed that dog. We fed that dog. We didn't kill the dog. I'm very rusty, as it turns out. I see we finally got a shield part. Very cool. We got another plane part. And the last dog is all the way up top. So, well, I have enough points to buy Jug. So I am going to do that immediately. There is a thing in here I need to shock. Also another thing in here I need to shock. I also know that there's a shield part in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I knew it was in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the last shield part. Alright, and then we drop down, and we craft the shield. Very nice. I think I should have built the shield in the cafeteria instead, but I don't even have the cafeteria unlocked right now, so oh well. So now I'll head back up here, and then I will open the cafeteria, which is where I should have built the shield, right back there. We still have this double points here, so I probably am gonna grab that as soon as I start the next round. Okay, unfortunately, we are kind of running low. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Never mind. Thank you. I was like, oh, we are kind of running low on ammo, but, you know, I'll take it. I will gladly take it. Alright, so now we can grab this plane part from in here, and then we can feed the final doggy. I was not keeping track. Is that the last one you need? Yes, it is. Perfect. Now we can go get the Hell's Retriever. We have retrieved the Hell's Retriever. Oh, the round decided to end. I wanted to actually enter afterlife mode so I don't waste one, but unfortunately I'm gonna be missing out on an extra one, you know, because I could have had another one for this round, but whatever. Run down here, shock that, and there's really nothing else I could do with this down here. I already turned on Jug, I already got the other part from the dock, so alright, there we are. I think I am going to take the gondola. Hell's Retriever. Retrieve! Oh, it didn't retrieve anything, actually. I just royally super ultra fucked my ultra clutched that somehow. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna question anything. I'm just gonna take it. All right. I don't care that I just missed out on a lot of points right there. You know what? I don't know how I didn't die right there. I was ready to give up, but then I just kept shooting and somehow I survived. That was kind of insane. I didn't know I was that good. I mean, I knew I was that good, see? You just didn't think I was that good. That is crazy, my friend. All right. I never opened up that door, and that's a very expensive door. Now that we shocked those thingies, we can now actually grab the final plane part. Swap to the AK. Grab that. Oh, finally we get Brutus. Oh, he spawned right inside of me. Okay, knocked off his helmet. Very cool. There we go. He's already dead. Then I'll head back up here so that way I can actually enter afterlife mode. So that way we can actually get up to the roof and then build a plane so we can get to Pack-a-Punch on the Golden Gate Bridge. And we shock that. The door opens. Shock that. And I don't think that there's anything else that I really need afterlife for, aside from being quick revive for me for the rest of the game. We'll build the plane, and then I'll go buy double tap. Or maybe I buy speed cola. And then obviously I won't be able to afford Pack-a-Punch just yet, but buy speed cola. Oh, we're like 300 points shy of Pack-a-Punching, but that's fine. And then I suppose we will just go ahead and begin the takeoff sequence. Time to leave. See you later. Get away from my plane. It's working. We're escaping the prison. Amazing. We did it. We escaped. We won. Oh no. The bridge. I'm alive and I can Pack-a-Punch, so. And then I think we'll basically just stay here on the bridge for the rest of the time because, I mean, I really don't have a reason to go back except for getting double tap. I guess I might as well go back for double tap. Hey. I'm trying to get electrocuted in this electric chair. Do you mind? Ah, I'm being electrocuted. And then we restart. Now we just gotta go grab all the parts again for the plane. Although you don't actually grab the plane parts again, you just like grab 5 fuel cans instead of, you know, 5 different plane parts. But we have to wait till the next round before we can. So either way, got all of our perks. See, because we're not in the exact same spot, you don't really have to do all of the things. And this fuel can is right here, instead of it being, you know, in the little elevator shaft thing. Give me that. I said give me that fuel.
That was fucking loud. My ears are ringing like a church bell.
Oh, damn it. I really screwed myself right there. Nearly blew myself up, red screening myself, and then, yeah. Obviously, you could figure out the rest. Man, this is not an ideal spot to have gone down at either. Oh. Then I blew myself up again. Well, I guess I'll be stuck here for a little bit longer. Obviously, we want Jug. Rebuy double tap. Alright, got that. Grab that second to last fuel can. You know what? I'm gonna buy the claymores. Alright, and then we grab that, and then we can refuel the plane, go back to the Golden Gate Bridge, and basically not return. There we go. Finally killed Brutus, but I still haven't heard the sound effect, and I have not shot any of my guns a single time. So I'm just gonna finish this round only using the Hell's Retriever. And then I'll go back and I'll see if I upgraded it. If I did, awesome. If I didn't upgrade it, or if I'm not able to, you know, throw it in that pit of fire, then I must be forgetting some step. Oh, this is not good. So definitely don't try training in this area, even if you are trying to upgrade the Hell's Retriever. It's not a good training spot. Oh, really? I was shooting the other side of it. How did I damage myself? No. Well, that's wonderful. Hurry up, gondola. I've decided that I don't really care about the Hell's Redeemer anymore. Alright, back on the bridge. Now we just chill here for the rest of the game. Wow, he is really weak. Alright, killed Brutus and he dropped a double points because points is definitely something that I need right now. As you can see, I'm broke. I'm in actually negative points, so the double points would be extremely useful to me right now. Definitely not a max ammo. That's the last thing I would ever want. Oh, a drop. Oh, a max ammo? For me? Really? Oh, are you sure, game? Are you sure you want to give me a max ammo finally? First I'm having ammo in like 3 rounds. Wow, I can actually use my guns now? That's kind of insane. I almost didn't want to do that. I don't really care enough to, look up a guide or something to make sure that I'm doing the Hell's Redeemer upgrade for the Hell's Retriever correctly, so if I die, I die. I could go to sleep, and that's pretty cool. Nope, I heard a drop somewhere. Oh, great. Oh, man, I just screwed myself over. That's fine. We got Afterlife mode. Oh, no! Dang it, I didn't get to activate the trap in time. Quick revive myself. The rooftop would have been nice if there was, like, more room to train up here. There's really not. Let's just go, actually. It's always fun to throw the Hell's Retriever right behind you when you're on the plane. Oh yeah, the Hell's Retriever has fallen off a lot. Oh, I forgot to grab a shield. Whatever, I don't need a shield. The shield's a crutch that I don't need. Oh. Okay, maybe I did need a shield, actually. That's fine, I could survive up here with no perks. Oh, also Brutus is gone. Never mind, he's back. Oh, we did it. We completed round 30, and because of that, I'll use the rest of the AK ammo, and then we're gonna accidentally die, and it's gonna be a great shame that I die. Alright, we are out of ammo, and normally with these types of challenges, round 30 is the end, so I've already completed it. I'm surprised I remembered as much as I did, but damn, 14 downs. I mean, Afterlife mode, especially in solo, makes this map pretty easy, all things considered, but either way. Alright, Buried. I like Buried. I think it's a pretty fun map. The spawn room is pretty unique as well. There's a unique LMG on the wall up there, but we are not spending any time in the spawn room. We are jumping down immediately. We got stuff to do, like buying this quick revive. And then there's also these chalk wall buys, which are pretty innovative and unique. We haven't seen them since, which is pretty cool. But every time you draw them, you get 1,000 points, in case you didn't know, and that's pretty cool. So obviously, I could just hit the box now and get my one and only box hit, but I'm not going to do that right now. Instead, we'll head up here and jump down in here. And the key is in here, so we grab that so we could let Arthur out of his jail cell. There we go. How's it going, Arthur? He's got some booze right here, and you feed it to him, or you don't feed it to him, you give it to him, and then wherever your crosshairs are aiming, you kind of got to line it up properly. He turns into a charger from Left 4 Dead, and then he slams into whatever, or charges into wherever the debris you're facing is, and then once he breaks it open, you get some points for it. And the cool thing is, the further away you are, the more points you get. So you could try to like be all the way over here and have him charge straight into the Juggernog alley to try to get as many points as possible, which is pretty cool. So now I'm going to open up the saloon because we should have another thing of booze in here, because you actually get 2 for free right off the bat. You get 1 in the jail cell with Arthur, then another one in the saloon. But then after these 2 initial free ones you get 1 free booze per round. It'll either spawn here in the saloon or back in the jail cell. After you use your 1 free booze per round, you can come up to this cash register and spend 1,000 points to buy another one, but you have to use the free one before you're able to buy another one. Now we'll drag him over here. You can knife him and it's fine as long as you're carrying the candy or the booze and he's following you. You can knife him and he'll run after you faster. If you shoot him though, he'll run back into his jail cell. Oh, what are you doing? Don't go up there. Right about there. Make sure I'm lined up more or less with that. Give it to him. I want to kill these zombies so he doesn't charge into them. Perfect. I almost missed, and I missed how many points I got, but I'm up to 1,960. So, we'll grab the AN-94 chalk wall by, because, you know, there's a ton of them in there, because that's the gunsmith shop, so I guess that makes sense. I like to draw the AN-94 right here, because the AN-94 is arguably the best gun in Black Ops 2 Zombies, and this is like one of the better training spots that you can literally have access to on round 1. And then I will come back in here to grab the Galva Knuckles to draw on the question mark just above the mystery box up there. Then obviously I will be buying this later. Then the other 3 don't really matter because I basically never use these other weapons in this map. Every now and again I do, but most of the time I don't. So I will bring this up here. This costs 750, but it's basically being opened for free because we're about to draw this sniper rifle right here. There we go, another 1,000 points for the SVU, and then we can jump across to here, and then the power switch is right here. We can now turn on the power on round 1. Then we can drop into the candy shop, and just like the booze, there is a candy that has 3 different spawn points. You can buy the candy from this cash register once you use the free candy you're given at the beginning of every round, but the candy is infinitely more useful than the booze. There's so much more you could do with the candy. Like, there's a lot of stuff, and I'm probably not even going to list everything, because the main thing we're going to do with this is, now that we have the candy, there's some cool things you could do with the mystery box, as well as cool things you could just do in general. Like, if I just give him the candy right now, he'll basically just have like a sugar crash. He'll follow me around and he'll just go ham and beat the shit out of all the zombies. If there was a crawler nearby and I gave him the candy, he would actually pick up the crawler and walk around with it until I shoot or knife him, and then he'll slam the crawler on the ground and like bash his head in, and then that could be pretty useful if you're playing online with other people, because then you don't have to like train a zombie while they're doing an Easter egg or going to the bathroom or whatever else. Also, if you get a drop like a carpenter or an insta-kill or something and you don't want it, you can give him a candy and he'll actually recycle the drop to something else completely random. Speaking of cycling to something completely random, the mystery box. You could do a couple different things with it. We could do what I'm about to do now, give him the candy, and then he will lock the mystery box in place. And because he does that, now the mystery box will never move ever again. We'll never get the teddy bear, so it won't move. We could also give him the candy right next to a build table, and he'll just build a random buildable here. But if you want a specific buildable at a specific table, you just got to go into the general store, grab the part for one, build one of the parts, and then he will finish it when you give him the candy. And the other thing you could do with the mystery box is, let's say you did not lock down the box, because if you lock down the box, you can't do it. But if I didn't lock down the box and I wanted the mystery box to be right here, I feed him the candy right here. He will go to wherever the mystery box is at, he will grab it, and then he will bring it there, as long as he can access the mystery box, that is. And the last thing that's really relevant that you could do with the candy is when I spin the mystery box, like say for a 1-box challenge, and I don't like what I get, I feed him the candy and he will respin the box for me. That I do like, and that I will be using. Alright, so the booze is in the jail cell for round 2, so we'll grab that, and then I could give it to him to open up Jug, but I would actually like to access the other side of the map. And we line that up with that, feed it to him, or give him the booze so we can drink it. And then he charges once again. Boom, thanks for the assistance. Not a lot of points from that, but not too bad. And then we'll come in here, we'll grab another wall weapon. And then over here, we got the courthouse right here, we got the church, and we got the witch's house. We have to go through the witch's house to access Pack-a-Punch on the other side, but obviously we need Arthur to bust that open. Same thing with the church. The church is also locked with that, but we can do the courthouse right now. So we can open that. In case Arthur gets locked in there later, or the key wasn't in the jail cell, that's one of the key spawns. But it's always nice when you get the key in the jail cell when you start the game, because then you don't have to go on a wild goose chase looking for it. So I guess I'll grab the candy, and I'll probably just get my box hit at the end of this round. Oh, a nuke. No, that's terrible. Alright, well, let's quickly give him, or get him over here rather. Alright, so let's get my box hit, knife to 4 corners as per usual, hit the box, do a little spin, and then I dive at the box, and I get the MTAR. I don't really want that. Let's see if we can get something a little bit better than that. Can you respin the box for me? And we actually get the ray gun. Okay, I mean, that's not really what I want. I was kind of hoping for one of the box-exclusive weapons for this map, but I suppose that will work for the time being. Alright, let me go ahead and buy the Galva Knuckles now. Now we'll go get the booze from the saloon because I didn't see it in the thing. So that way we can open up Jug. Or actually, maybe I'll open up the church first. Normally you gotta like target him over here because if he runs into this fountain, you'll want to do that for later so that way you can turn on the teleporter in the maze behind the witch's house. But either way, we got that done. So now I'll go grab another chalk from the gunsmith shop because there's a thing upstairs. And then we'll draw this here. And that is the final chalk wall buy. I'll kill you. That ends around. Oh, if I got that double points before I drew that, I'd get 2,000 points for drawing that. But whatever, it's fine. The chalk wall buys are affected by double points, but Arthur slamming into things, or charging into things rather, with the booze does not. So I am now going to get him to open up the Juggernog alley, because I would definitely like Juggernog sooner rather than later. Now we make sure you're more or less lined up. And hopefully I targeted that properly and he doesn't just slam into the side of this building, because that would be pretty sad. There we go, that was almost bad, but dang, we got a lot of points from that. Alright. So now we'll buy Jug, and then luckily I got Galvanuckles, but even if I didn't get this insta-kill, I'd still be able to one-hit them because of Galvanuckles. Now just so that way I use the candy from this round, I'm just going to get it, and then I'll also open that, because why not? I'm just going to get it, and I'll have him build something here. Alright, let's see what you decide to build at this build table. And I'm going to buy Vulture Aid real quick. I have now been infected with the AIDS from a vulture. Alright, now let's see what he decided to build in here. Oh, the subsurface resonator. That's pretty cool. Alright, booze spawned right here. I will take that. And I'd like to open up the witch's house and go through the witch's house. Let me just feed that to him real quick. Or, I keep saying feed, it's booze. You don't really eat that, but, you know. Perfect. Now, I do have some points now, so maybe I should... I mean, I could buy double tap, because double tap is in here. Oh, I also need to buy this door. How much is this door? Okay, not quite. So maybe I'll just kill a couple zombies, so that way I can afford double tap. Alright, and then she's gonna be mad at me that I came into her house, but that's fine. I don't have any points for you to steal from me, bitch. The witch's house used to freak me out when I was a kid. And then the rest of the witches should follow me out, but I'm actually going to immediately go back through the house this way to go back to the main side of the map. There was like an Easter egg you could do with this piano. I don't remember how to do it. Otherwise, you know, I do it. But, you know, that's just kind of how it be. She comes. Oh, there's a few more, actually. There's quite a few of them, actually. I thought that was the last one. Alright, and once you kill the last one, we get a free perk. And we got Speed Cola, very nice. So, one thing that we are going to want to watch, I was about to say watch out for, that's not even a word. Watch out for is the witch's house. You can see all the lights are turned off now. You'll still see the witch show up in one of the windows every now and again, but the lights are off except for like the very top. Once those lights are turned back on, it means that you're able to get another free perk. And I think it roughly happens every 5 rounds, more or less. So round 10, we'll go back through the witch's house if I didn't already go through to Pack-a-Punch. So that way I can get another free perk. And then we can eventually get all of the perks on the map, which is really cool. We got another candy right here. Real quick, I'm actually just gonna open this. And no, the turbine thing is right here. And then we'll come up here, I'll build this, and then I will give it the candy to Arthur, then he will finish building the turbine right here. Alright, and he will study that, and he will finish building the turbine for me. We got the booze here. I would like to open up more of the map if I can. This is basically the last bit of debris that we can get him to open for us. Give him the booze. Did he make it? He did. Only 1,000 points for that. Unfortunate. Would have been nice if the shield was on this map, but I guess this map doesn't really need something to make it even easier than it already is. Alright, well, I guess real quick, I'll do another 2 hits of the box to see if I could get monkey bombs. No monkey bombs. Or the time bomb. Either one I'd be fine with. It would almost gave me the time bomb. But either way, it's round 10, so yep, look at that. The lights are on in the witch's house, so we are, in fact, going to go through the witch's house, get another free perk, and we will Pack-a-Punch both of our guns. Is it ideal to do it at the beginning of a round? No. No, it is not. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. Yes, I am. And hopefully she don't be stealing all my money. See, I knew you'd be trying to sneak up on me like that, you bitch. And we made it through. And then we'll wait for the rest of them to come through and get my free perk. You're not the last one. I think you might be. Will you follow me through the maze? I don't remember if they do or not. So she will follow me through the maze, which is kind of nice. So I don't have to worry about zombies. It's just, hopefully I'm remembering the right path to get here, or get to the other side. Alright, I guess I'll just kill her. We get stamina up. There we go. Alright, I totally remembered how to get through here. First try and whatnot. Then we will Pack-a-Punch our 1911. Grab that. And then Pack-a-Punch that. Oh yeah, there was only one zombie left in the round, wasn't there? Whatever, it's fine. Got my Pack-a-Punched ray gun. So now we will head on back through the maze and the witch's house to get back to the town. Maybe I should try to get the Perma PhD, the PhD Perma perk. Considering I have 2 explosive weapons, it'd probably be a good idea. Alright, I think I just got the Perma PhD, but I don't want to be red screen when I try to shoot it at my feet. Oh, I did. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. So that'll definitely be nice for Mustang and Sally, because now I can shoot it at my feet, which is amazing. I don't know why they were so against bringing back PhD in the life cycle of this game. It just felt really petty, because they were like, oh, the fan favorite perk that was really good. Should we add more perks to the game that are like good and maybe make people make decisions about, you know, having a playstyle change or something like that? No, let's just not bring back an iconic perk just for the sake of giving a middle finger to everybody. Oh, great, he's coming back. Every time he comes over here, I'm always scared of shooting him. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter if he locks himself up again, because I don't really think I need him at all for anything else, but, you know. Now, what I should have done is I should not have opened that door, because that's like an extra spot for zombies to come through, but that's fine. Oh, I just got or lost something. I think that was the losing. Okay, as long as I didn't lose PhD perma perk. That's the only one that matters. Although the only way you can lose that is by taking like lethal fall damage, or like over half your health of fall damage, I believe. But then to get it back, you just take more fall damage, so. Oh, I just fucked myself over right there. I was not paying attention. But it is fine though, because we still have perma PhD. Let me rebuy Jug. Rebuy Quick Revive. We are now going to go through the witch's house once again. Buy double tap. And then we will deal with the witches. And then we drop down, and then we'll wait for the rest of the witches to... Oh no, I lost PhD. Apparently I took too much fall damage from that. Means I'll have to re-get it. Alright. Get my free perk, and then... Gotta dive down like that. Very carefully, though, because there are zombies, because it is the beginning of a round. Oh, really? I just killed myself from that fall damage? Well, that's mildly annoying. Mainly because I just went back through the witch's house to get the, Oh. I just wanted to see if I had PhD or not, but I did not, so... That was a dumb way to die, but whatever. That's kind of like the whole extent of every map in this video so far. Alright, Origins. Another one of the greatest zombies maps of all time. Give me my shovel and the Maxis drone part. Not that we're going to build the Maxis drone, but you know. Either way, first things first, get our loose change from that, and activate Generator 1. These Templar zombies aren't very tough. We can easily kill them with one hit on round 1. They do give 10 points per kill, but eventually they will stop giving us points for them. But that is Generator 1 turned on, which will actually give us a free double points on round 1, which is pretty cool. I am going to wait for the zombies to get a little closer to me before I grab it. You know what? I suppose that is good enough, actually. Alright, got a zombie blown. That's pretty cool. You were the last zombie, so we're not going to kill you. We can check for the mystery box, which looks further away, so that'll be over here at Generator 3. I'll get that open. We'll actually run down here to check for the shield part first off. No shield part, that's fine. We go across to the other side. No shield part there. We got our first dig spot. We got the ballista, but we're not grabbing that because I'm not allowed to get weapons from dig spots. If I get a Mauser, though, that's totally on the table because, you know, that's the starting pistol that we got. Got another, well, another zombie blood. That's pretty cool. That'll make getting this Generator 3, turned on a lot easier. You can't use the mystery box until you get it turned on, so there is that. Alright, well that was like the easiest generator I've ever powered on in my life, but now we could hit the box, but I'm not going to right now. There, we got the shield part from there, and now we're gonna head to the other side to get generator 2 powered on. Alright, got that door open. Once again, we got some shield part locations to check. There we go. Another dig spot. Frag grenades, not ideal. Got enough points to open this, and then we can immediately get generator 2 powered on. Alright, that is generator 2 powered on, and now we have half of the generators in the entire map powered on round 1, which is pretty cool. Grab that music disc and the tablet. Not that we're going to need either one of these, but I'm just kind of used to checking all these spots and grabbing everything. I suppose we'll end off the round now, and I should go buy Quick Revive before I forget about it more than I totally already didn't forget about it. I was intentionally holding off on buying Quick Revive. Intentionally. It was totally on purpose, and I meant to do it. Alright, got that. Since it's snowing, maybe we can get a staff part. We did. Not that we need it, but, you know. It's kind of nice when you can get an extra hit on them when they're in the middle of their falling animation. Especially in these early rounds where getting double swiped is pretty dangerous. One thing I did not do was get my loose change from Speed Cola, so we'll do that. And we have enough to hit the box, so I'm going to go ahead and do that while there's no zombies directly by me. So I am quite worried about hitting the box because, of course, now a zombie decides to spawn over here. Because whatever I get from the box, it kind of matters more than it has for every single other map in the game. Mainly for the sole reason of round 8. But no reason to delay the inevitable. There's a ton of really cool box-exclusive, map-exclusive weapons on this map, so maybe we could get something good. We got the DSR 50, which is not ideal, but we can make it work. That is a double points, and that is actually perfect. Oh, really? I thought my health would regenerate. Whatever. We're not off to a great start. We are not off to a great start. I could have sworn my health recovered, but apparently it did not, so ooh, I gotta be very careful. I guess maybe I should use the gun I got from the box, huh? Well, that was a pretty unfortunate early game down, but whatever. Not much I could do about that, I suppose. Except for complain. I mean, I can always keep doing that. Should have enough points to get this open, but I'm not going to go in there just yet. I believe the next door is 1250, so I'm going to wait until I have that much before I actually head over there. This thing is really good on early rounds for its penetration alone. Look at that, I just killed like 4 zombies with one shot. That's pretty good. We got a max ammo though, which is nice, because then I can farm some more points with... Ooh! Oh, okay, that was not ideal. Again. I'm washed. It's over, I might as well just give up now. The Panzer's gonna give me... No, whatever. I don't care. Well, like I said, not much I could do except for complain. Just want to check for these shield part spawns. No shield part in there, so we'll check the last spot. That is obviously where it will be. There we are. Now we got the full shield. No, come down here, and then I will build the shield right here, and then obviously we're gonna grab that immediately, because clearly I need it. Alright, you're the last zombie of the round, I believe, so I need to watch out for you. But now we'll come over to generator 4, power you on, because this is obviously where Juggernog is at, so I just have to be a little bit careful of that zombie. Perfect. Now it's just a matter of saving up for Jug. I suppose I could start filling this soul chest, although it would probably be a smart idea to wait for the robot to come back through. Uh-oh. Get me out of here. Ooh. Definitely not the smartest place to be in the world, especially not right now. Do have this dig spot. Double point. Oh. I mean that, oh, 100 points off. Well, there we go. Now I can afford Jug. I'm buying that right now. First I get the loose change, and then we buy Jug. Oh, the robot's coming. It's a wrap. Oh well, I tried to fill up the soul chest. I really did. I suppose I could just open that up, and the robot just passed, so I guess I could start filling that soul chest. I do want to get this powered on so I can get the stamina up. And I just gotta keep watching my back. Make sure nobody's going to sneak up behind me and touch me. I mean, I have the shield anyway, but, you know, I think you're the last zombies of the round. Yes, yes, you are. Alright, well, I suppose I'll grab this, and we will get Generator 5 turned on, which is also where the Wunderfizz is, so maybe I could hit that instead of... Well, I'll just get an extra 500 points and grab that. It doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Alright, that is that. Oh, I missed. That's not ideal, but real quick, I'm buying this. A nuke, I definitely do not want to grab that. Let me just throw a couple of grenades right there. There we go, that did some good work. Let me throw my other grenades and not get trapped because I do need to reload. Alright, well, that's round. I should have grabbed that nuke, but whatever. Alright, real quick though, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the Wunderfizz and see what we get. Speed Cola would be ideal. Electric Cherry. I guess I'll take it. Why not? And there it is, right at the beginning of the round as well. Oh, and here he is, too. How wonderful. It's Uncle Panzer, here to tickle our no-no area. Don't you grab me. I didn't give you permission to do that, you son of a bitch. Also, another slight... Oh, he's already dead. Never mind. I knew the DSR-50 was like the best weapon we could have possibly pulled from the box. Like, I told you guys, and you didn't believe me. You said I was lying. Either way, we got 2 more grenades, so let me just toss those. That was amazing. Oh, and that is the box done. Yeah, look at that. Perfect timing, because the robot's in this path, too. Ooh, Mauser. Perfect. That'll give me some ammo from my pistol. Once this robot gets out of my way, I can immediately start filling this soul chest. That is round 8. I'm actually extremely surprised, to be honest, that I even survived past round 8. The Panzer spawned right on top of me, but then I still managed to pull it off. I still think maybe I should have not grabbed Electric Cherry, but, you know... Oh, well, we're out of ammo now, so... Grenades and the Mauser. Not ideal. Not ideal, to say the least. At least I can try to use that to kill him. Which kind of half-assedly works, I guess. I think these are literally the last couple... Oh, no! No! Get away from me, robot! Why are you coming back here again? You just walked by. He's gonna ruin my route. Oh! Oh! That was perfect! The last zombie of the round and we finished it? Oh, never mind. Screw you, robot. I did it anyway. I always forget which robot is which. I know their names are Thor, Odin, and Freya. It might actually be in that order. Thor, Odin, and Freya. Well, that was bound to happen at some point. Oh, that's right. We don't have ammo in this thing. Max ammo? Staff part. Well, I have 2 frag grenades and a nuke. I actually don't think nukes deal with them at all. It did. The generator's automatically claiming itself. Alright, awesome. I was going to say, that would be really unfortunate if the nuke didn't actually help me with that, but I also don't want to trap myself going through this little bunker building, because it is quite dangerous to run through there, especially at the beginning of a round with no ammo. So, or I guess 8 bullets and 2 frag grenades, so I'll just chill out right here. It's too slow. I forgot they drop max ammos for you. I also didn't expect the nuke killing them to still drop the max ammo is mainly why I wasn't expecting it. But I suppose we will cook off the grenade. Nearly kill myself. Oh! That's perfect. I need that. I need that 2 minutes ago. Alright, well, this game has massively turned around. I was honestly expecting it to go to shit on round 8 and that be the end of the video, but here we are. Still... Of course, the zombie bled out, but that is perfectly fine. More grenades, that is not ideal, but whatever. So I could start filling up this soul chest, but maybe it would be smarter to try to hit the box, but get the thing turned on, but I'd rather not do that at the beginning of a round, so. Seems like they're kind of still spawning. Oh, never mind, that's the end of the round. Oh, and that's enough to fill in the soul chest. Very cool. Fill in the soul chest. English. Another Panzer? Are you kidding me? I don't want to deal with another one already. I got an idea. Alright, well, the robot is coming right now, so I can't do the thing. Shot the fire staff plane. Not that we need that. I'm gonna wait on even bothering to do that. Is the Panzer not gonna come back, or do we run him over with the tank? Oh, there he is. I just had to say his name. Oh, he just grabbed that zombie. I wasn't the one getting inappropriately touched today. He decided that zombie looked pretty good to him. There we are. He is dead, and he gave me a zombie blood. Now, I'll use this to get to the back of the church. We'll get the generator, the last one turned on, and then we have more than enough points to pack-a-punch. I'm gonna wait on pack-a-punching this, and I think I'll just pack-a-punch the Mauser first. I mean, I do have 12,000 points, so I should be able to pack-a-punch both of them, so it's not like it really matters too much. Alright, let's see if we can make a crawler with that. I hit him. Did in fact make a crawler, which will make this much easier to deal with. Boom, there we go. And that gives us another fire staff piece. Like I was saying, we got all 6 generators turned on. I might as well go and pack-a-punch both of my guns. Good thing we don't have the robot walking through here. Now, obviously, we do have the challenge. You can see there, bottom left corner above my perks. That's the challenge for... Oh, of course, the zombies decided to bleed out right before I get to pack-a-punch. Maybe I should have gone a little slower, you know, but that's okay. That's how it kind of be. But either way, that challenge, you get that for completing the challenge of getting all 6 generators turned on. It just gives you a max ammo, so I basically have a max ammo on demand, which is always nice, and I believe that'll be the spend 30,000 points, probably, because that is not the 115 headshots, yeah, so... Alright, there we go. Very cool. Now we got the Boom Hilda and the Dead Specimen Reactor 5000. Let me grab that fire staff part from that plane I sniped out of the sky earlier. And then we will go over here, so that way we could fill up the final soul chest. Another dig spot. Oh, a Mauser. But we can't grab that anymore because if I do, it'll be a regular Mauser, not give me ammo for my Boom Hilda. Another really cool thing about the Boom Hilda is kind of like the Ray Gun Mark II. It launches you backward. Not really launches you, but it pushes you backwards. So you could use it to, like... I've seen speedrun strategies of people, like, shooting themselves across, like, the little paths that the tank drives on that only the tank can cross over. It's, like, such an awesome, like, thing that I never would have thought of doing. Are you kidding me? Well, you know what? That honestly doesn't really matter too much to me. I also don't really want to deal with that right now. I'd rather fill up the chest first. Alright, box is full. I'm going to grab a new shield, and then I'm going to try to stop them in their path before they screw with all of my other generators. Not that I really need to pack-a-punch again, but I am going to double pack-a-punch. I said that in air quotes. Obviously, you didn't see me do the air quotes, and, you know, I kind of couldn't actively do the air quotes because, you know, I'm playing the video game. I'm not gonna... Oh, double pack-a-punch. There. I did the air quotes. Obviously, you didn't see it, but, you know, I did it. Alright? What I mean by double pack-a-punch is you could do that for some weapons in Black Ops 2. Like, I did that on Die Rise with the, whatchamacallit, the M8A1. Really? We just ran past each other. There we go. That's all of them dealt with. And now we gotta go get Generator 6 powered back on. But yeah, like I was saying, kind of like what I did on Die Rise, I double pack-a-punched the M8A1, and it removed the optic and replaced it with an underbarrel grenade launcher, which is pretty cool. We could do the same thing with the DSR-50, and it'll either give us a suppressor, which is, you know, completely 1,000,000,000% useless in zombies, or it'll give us iron sights, which is obviously the one that we want. So I will try to do that after I reactivate this. Alright, well now we have our reward chest over here. We have 3 rewards available. The only one we're missing is the 115 headshots. The 115 headshots is the one that gives you the free pack-a-punched Scar H, which is a map exclusive weapon and box exclusive unless you get it from there. You can also get a Pack-a-Punch STG-44 and a Pack-a-Punch Galil, but I've really only ever seen the Pack-a-Punched Scar H, so I thought it was always that until somebody corrected me in the comments of whenever the last time I played Origins was. There's also the challenge I said earlier, which is the one for activating all 6 generators. That's just a max ammo. Always nice to keep that on hand. And then there's the spend 30,000 point challenge, which gives you the free double tap 2.0. The final one, the very wide one on the bottom, that's the fill all 4 of the soul chest to capacity, and that gives us a unique melee weapon, which will replace our knife with the 1-inch punch, which lets us one-hit melee kill zombies until sometime after round 30, which is obviously really good. There is a zombie blood. I will take that. Now, I don't remember where any of the red dig spots are. Even if I did, I don't currently have the golden shovel, so I couldn't dig them up. The red dig spots give you a red perk bottle, or an empty perk bottle, which gives you an extra perk slot, which is really cool. Oh, look at that, we got the iron sights first try. Nice. So I am just gonna run around and actually just dig up a bunch of dig spots, and eventually we'll get the golden shovel, and then we can dig up the golden helmet, which lets us get stepped on by the robot and not die, which will be super useful for panzers, because the panzer will get stepped on and take damage from the robot, but I won't. One thing I also don't remember is if I can actually spot the red dig spots before I have the gold shovel, or if I need to have the gold shovel in order to spot them. But there's a lot of different spots that you have to check. Obviously, the zombie blood only lasts 30 seconds, so it's kind of hard to check all of the things. Also, let's see if we can... Yeah, okay. I wasn't even close. Wait, what was I doing? What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. I was doing something, that's for sure. Oh, dig sites. That's right. I'm trying to get the gold shovel and the gold helmet. I completely forgot about that. Oh. I've been disconnected from the Black Ops 2 servers. Thanks, Activision. Everybody's favorite video game publisher that's totally ethical and makes tons of great decisions and fully supports all of their games to make sure that they are safe to play and as bug-free as possible, and they totally don't sabotage their previous games in an attempt to coerce you to buy their latest Fortnite wannabe slop full of nostalgia baiting. So that is a pretty anticlimactic ending to this video, but you know what's kind of funny actually? Now, I just thought of this. The first map, Tranzit, the game crashed on me. And the final map in the game, Origins, disconnected me from the Black Ops 2 servers because, you know, it doesn't have a dedicated offline mode, which is weird, especially considering it is a game from 2012. Whatever, it kind of be like that sometimes. Who would have guessed something like that would have happened? Because Activision just, you know, like I said, they do not care about their games once the life cycle, once their 1 year annual life cycle is over. I'm not going to go on a massive tangent into how much I hate Activision and how much of a shitty company they are, because that's not the point of this video. It was a one box challenge that kind of got ruined due to some unforeseen circumstances. Next time I play Black Ops 2 on this channel, I am going to have Plutonium set up, and I'm going to play Black Ops 2 through Plutonium, which is honestly what I should have done to begin with. I wanted to play it natively through Steam, so that way I could unlock the achievements, but it's not like that really matters too much, because I've gotten all the achievements before a long time ago, way back on my old Xbox 360, which is no longer with us. But either way, I do greatly appreciate you watching the video. If you enjoyed, I would greatly appreciate you dropping a like on it. Next time, I will be doing a one box challenge on Black Ops 3, which is actually going to be the final, or I guess the newest Call of Duty Zombies game that I play for this little series before I go back to World at War to do either a 2-box or box roulette or whatever else you guys want to see. Just let me know in the comments. Other than that, if you happen to be new to my channel, I would also greatly appreciate you subscribing. But anyway, I've already taken up more than enough of your time. I do greatly appreciate you watching once again. I know I already said that, but either way, take care. Have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, or whatever time it is for you in whatever time zone you are in, and I will catch you all later. DeltaWolf out.